I get a lot of hate mail, weird shit. Like I got an email the other day, the subject was, "You are fucking racist." And then the body, and then I was like, okay. I opened it and the body was like, "Racist." That is my, hold on, let me whip this shit out. That is my personal identification. I just blocked out the info, but I was just trying to do it ODB, like the same thing. He did the EBT card. You know, I'm not on food stamps no more, so I don't have mine. So I was just like, I want to tribute it somehow, because I sampled him on the second track. So that idea was straight from ODB. I just wanted to pay tribute to him, because I feel like ODB, before the internet existed, this nigga was like a genuine, like weird dude. And he wasn't doing it for clout or nothing. He was just weird naturally. So like, I just wanted to appreciate him. I don't know, he gets appreciated, but I feel like, I don't know, I just really like feel a connection with him. It's just like, yo, he was really with the shits, so yeah. That deep cut, that's one of my favorite albums, Return to the 36 Chambers, and it was Going Down that I sampled. Yeah, that's a classic thing, because he was just doing the little thing with his throat that, you know, kids do. I don't even know if kids do that no more. It was like a 90s thing, but I know I used to do that shit when I was a kid. The reason I sampled him is because something Ice Cube said a long time ago. He was talking about sampling like old funk artists and shit. And he was like, why we sample all these artists and giving them our money? Let's sample some hip hop. So I was like, I want to sample hip hop and make a melody out of something fucked up. He wasn't just a weirdo. He just like, he was more than that. Like like Nigga Please is a classic album. 36 Chambers is a classic album. This nigga could rap, you know what I'm saying? He just had his own style. He just might be the most original rapper to ever exist, to be honest. And like, when you look back at it now, after the internet and all this weird shit happens all the time, you have to appreciate somebody like ODB, because he predated all that. I used to rap under the name Devin Hendrix, which is my middle and last name. My first project I put out where I was rapping was called Generation Y. I don't know if it's online anymore, but if you find it, you'll be like, oh shit, he's rapping about the same fucking thing. I was like 19. I was rapping about the same shit. There's a Fox News diss track on there. I was rapping about the exact same shit, yo. I'll tell you why, because one of my favorite rappers is Ice Cube. And like, I was a producer first, and I just made beats until I turned like 17 and discovered America's Most Wanted. And I was like, oh shit, I can rap about this? I didn't know that. I was born in Flatbush, and I lived there till I was 13. And then my brother got shot, and we left New York and moved to Alabama. My mom met some nigga on like eHarmony or something. I don't know what happened. But we moved to Alabama, and I lived there until I was like 18. And I joined the military when I was 18. And I moved to Louisiana. I was stationed there. Went all around the world, Japan, Germany, Kuwait, Iraq. Got out the military, lived in Japan for a little bit, and then I came to Baltimore. I was deployed in Iraq. Niggas throwing, they call them mortars. Like whoever would like come to the gate, they can't get in, so like they would just come to the gate, flick these fucking mortars over, and they would blow up. And every time they blow up, you gotta get in it's like an alarm go off, you gotta get in the fetal position. No matter what fucking time it is. So like 3 o'clock in the morning, fetal position. Yeah, I was making beats through all that. Like I was just trying, like after a while I was like, I'm not getting in the fetal position no more. So I was just like making beats every day, trying like, deployments are like 6 months to a year. So I would just make beats every day. The internet was non-existent. Or like, it took like a whole week to download the album, so I queued that shit up on Monday, and my off day was Saturday. I'd be like, all right, I'm ready to rock Saturday and listen to some shit. My only goal in music is to be financially stable for music. I want to be able to pay my bills and come home and be like, bills paid, time to go to Disneyland or some shit like that, just from making music. I want that to be my job. That is my goal, and thankfully that's starting to happen. So like, I'm very happy right now. But that's been my #1 goal from the get-go, like ASAP. I'm actually a veteran. It also means like I've been doing this for a long ass time. I'm 28, like I said, and I've been doing this since I was 14. That's like 14 years I've been making music. I consider myself a veteran, so that's what that title means. It's like veteran. This is me. This is the culmination of all my experiences into one album. As soon as he ran, I was like, he's a billionaire. He's appealing to all these rural, racist, like white people, like middle class, like lower middle class white people who feel like they're shunned by liberals. He's appealing to that like perfectly. I was like, he's gonna win. You heard this shit. He's not gonna make it through the primaries. He's not gonna make it through this. He's not gonna make it through that. I was like, you guys are underestimating how racist this country is. I knew he was gonna win, yo. I won't front. Even when he won, I expected it, but I was still like, Jesus. I've never been so sad to be right about something. He was saying all this crazy shit. It wasn't affecting his polls at all. And I'm like, yo, he can say anything. He literally said, I want to build a wall to keep Mexicans out. They're all rapists. He won after he said that, yo. Think about that for a quick second. Like, think about that. Hip hop's overall response to him, I think, has been great because we don't play that shit. And that's how hip hop has always been. From the 80s to the 90s to everything. Like Biggie was dissing Giuliani in the 90s. Whenever this Trump shit is over, I'm gonna just let out a nice long bomba pussy rascal. Just woo-saw that shit out. I read about Ben Carson when I was a kid. Growing up in New York, they had books about this dude. Because you look at interviews from the 90s and he seems like he knows what's going on, but it just seems like he abandoned it. So I called it Black Ben Carson because it's just like, this nigga's wasting his melanin. I really hate people like that. Like, you have the freedom to do whatever you want, but when you go out of your way to like discredit black people for no fucking reason, like for your own benefit in the Republican Party or whatever it is he's trying to do, I can't respect that shit at all. So yeah, fuck Ben Carson, Black Ben Carson. I'm Black Ben Carson. My beef for Morrissey, the reason I made that song is because Morrissey made a shirt with James Baldwin's face on it. And it said, I feel black on the inside because I'm black. I feel black on the outside because I'm black on the inside. It's just some crazy offensive shit like that. Bro, look that shit up. That's why I dissed him, because I was so offended by that shit. I was like, how dare he like even think he can, like why would he think he could even make some shit like that? That's why I diss Morrissey like that. That's the real reason. People be thinking I be dissing people for no reason. There's always a reason, yo. Yeah, he made that James Baldwin shirt that was super offensive. So fuck Morrissey, fuck him, and if he has a problem, pull up. Yeah, fuck Bill Maher. I got past him saying the N-word, to be honest. I was like, cool, whatever. I was past that, but then he literally invited Ted Nugent on like the next week, yo. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? So I was like, nah, I can't deal with that nigga no more, yo. So there's no point in talking to these people. Don't let these people on your shows. Don't give in to these people. Don't promote them. Don't do shit. When you talk about them, talk down to them. Like, stay on code. Like, we need voices like that. So yeah, I hope that like me doing this is like helping other people want to do it too. But anyone's obligated to do whatever you want. You don't have to do anything, but just me personally, I feel like I need to do something.